And this is her story. I don't know. She may be his story's boyfriend, but I'm gonna react to his story in the next video. But I'm a Roblox account, just so you know. I'm a Roblox chap. So let's go to the first video, bro. Uh, what the fuck is this title? She looks tasty, by the way. This is her most popular video. What? Let me just get onto it.
This boy was trolling on the dark web when her sister noticed he slammed his laptop shut. He was shivering, and she knew something was wrong. Scared, he immediately ran to the living room. She yelled, "What happened?" But he wouldn't
I don't know what happened.
say anything. He started freaking out, closing all of their blinds, locking the front door, and she begged him to tell her what was going on. He was freaking out, and that's when she opened his laptop. She couldn't believe it.
Oh my god, bro, how did this guy get their house picture?
Someone sent him a picture of their front door. They sent another picture, and when she
Okay, but that has to be the brother trolling, bro. Hey, bro, 100% this is the brother trolling.
clicked on it, it was a picture of her through their window that said, "She
Okay, I think they're gonna eat her.
looks tasty." She couldn't breathe. She was about to run and grab their dad, but her brother grabbed her arm saying, "No, he'll kill me if he knew I was on there." Neither of them slept that night until someone rang the doorbell the next morning. A guy with a badge told their dad they saw some suspicious activity coming from their network, but he
I'm pretty sure that's not the real police. That is the real officer. That is definitely the real officer.
told him he didn't know anything about it. He told them to stay safe, but the next day in class, her principal burst through their door. She told her she had to come with her that second and that the police were there, and she
Bro, the volume is too loud. Let me just get rid of it.
followed her to the office, thinking it had to be her brother. But the
Nah.
second she walked in, she saw the same guy from yesterday holding his badge. He smiled when he saw her and told her there was an emergency at her house. He grabbed her arm and tried to pull her
Yeah, sure, emergency, bro. She gonna get her ass kidnapped, bro. She gonna get her ass kidnapped.
out, but she resisted. "No, tell me what happened. Is my brother okay?" But he didn't say anything. "Come with us." She didn't want to, but her principal nodded and said, "They're police officers, honey. Go with them." They took her outside, but she noticed their car didn't have any police stickers on it.
Yeah, but she should have fought for her life.
She thought these guys must just be undercover, but when they put her in the back, she immediately noticed there weren't any door handles either.
Okay, bro, if there is no door handles, you're just cooked at that point. You're cooked. You're cooked.
There was no way she could get out. "Where are we going?" But they laughed. She was sweating now. "Please, I just want to see my brother." But they didn't say anything until they saw flashing lights behind them. Both of the guys immediately got nervous, and when she realized it was the police, she knew this was her chance. The cop was walking up to the car, and she was about to scream for help, but just before she did, she felt something sharp in her stomach. She looked down and saw the man holding a knife against her. The cop walked up and looked inside the car.
What? Go back? Wallah, I didn't say anything. What? Oh my god, bro. Go back.
Her. The cop walked
Damn, they put a knife in. What? A knife? Okay, yeah, she's dead. They're gonna kill her.
up and looked inside the car, and when he saw her crying, he looked suspicious. She tried anything she could to signal for help, but the man said, "That's just my niece. She's upset because we didn't get McDonald's." She couldn't
Yeah,
say
but sure she's obsessed with eating a McDonald's.
anything. The knife was already cutting her skin,
Yeah, I think she's gonna die in the car.
and the cop just told them to have a good day. She was crying,
Okay, but what kind of bro? That cop has to go fired. But that cop has to get fired. But like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
but they drove off. She accepted her life was over. She wasn't ever gonna see her family again until they started arguing. "He saw our faces, man. If we kill her, they're gonna know it was us." So in that moment, they opened the door and threw her out, and she had to run back with her hands tied.
Okay, that was a pretty disappointing video. But let's move to the next video. You're safe with me. Okay, you're safe with me. Second most popular video.
I was walking alone at night when a police officer started walking beside me and grabbed my arm. "Don't react and keep walking. Someone's following you." I subtly turned around and saw a man in a dark hood 30 feet behind me, matching my pace. I stopped for a second, and he instantly leaned against the wall, trying to seem discreet. The officer told me to stay calm and walk with him. He guided me forward, gripping my arm so tight I couldn't pull away even if I wanted to.
Shot. Listen to me. That cop is working with the killer, bro. I'm being so for real. That cop is working with the killer. They're like best friends, best buddies, and then they're gonna lead him to they're gonna lead him to their car. They're gonna drive off and to a warehouse, and then they're gonna stop her and kill her, and then her family's gonna crush. Trust me, bro. Trust me.
I kept glancing back, and the man was now closer. That's when he walked through a streetlight, and the light shined down on something metallic sticking from his pocket. My whole body went cold.
If that's a a real cop, why wouldn't you fucking arrest her?
Pressed closer to the officer and told him what I saw. He nodded and said, "Don't worry, we'll get you home. You're safe with me." But then he started steering us away from the lit-up main road and onto a darker sidewalk, almost like he was leading me somewhere specific. That, plus his grip on my arm, made me feel uneasy. But when I turned around, the man was now walking straight at me, holding the metallic object and no longer trying to be discreet. I knew I had no choice but to trust the officer. I told him the man was closer, and he looked around, pointing to an alleyway nearby. "This cuts through to the other side of the street. You can call
No, you cannot, bro. You're working with the criminal. If that was the criminal, bro, like just grab a gun or a taser and just shoot him and just tell him put the knife down. Like stand down.
a cab from there." He gripped my arm even tighter and pulled me. I was about to just go with it, but then I saw a taxi sitting 50 feet in front of
Yo, I think she's gonna run
me with its light on. I told the officer I'll just take this one, but his grip tightened. The man
No, bro. That's a fake cop. That's a fake cop.
is still too close and the alleyway is safer. He tried pulling me again, but I yanked my arm free and sprinted toward the cab. He reached for me again, but I was too far away. I got in and locked the door, shaking and unsure what to even think. Then 3 weeks later, I was watching the morning news, and my coffee slipped out of my hands. 2 men were arrested for the murder of a woman. The
Yeah, I told you they were working together. I told you they were working together. I was right. They are working together. They are alliances of the forces of the Avengers. Okay, what am I saying?
officer who grabbed my arm and the man in the hood. They worked together. The man followed her at night, and the officer lured her into an alleyway under the guise of safety. The woman who trusted the officer never came home to her kids.
Damn, she had kids, bro. She had kids. Next video, bro. Next video. He kept showing up with candy. Okay. When was this? This is her third most popular video.
My daughter came home holding candy, and I instantly asked, "Where'd you get that?"
Chat, is this his Tori's sister? I don't know.
She just smiled and
Wait, that's not the gingerbread chromic man, gingerbread hair. Girl. I think that's a very pretty old video. I think that's very fine.
old man was at the bus stop today. He gave it to us. Alarm bells started going off in my head. The next morning, I walked with her to the bus station. The man was standing there holding a bowl of
Bro, he seems so nice. Why would you judge this grown man giving out candy to little children? Why would you ever judge him? I'm lying, bro. If somebody gives your kids candy, bro, please don't give it to them.
candy. He just started handing them out, and I knew something had to be wrong. I grabbed my daughter's arm. "Wait, don't eat that." I took it
What
from her and checked.
What candy's brand is name is her? There's no candy brand named her. Ever. There's no brand, no company, no nothing named her other than her story.
It for anything bad. The man just smiled at me, but when Sadie's mom saw him, she panicked. "What are you giving my daughter? Stay away from her, you creep." He looked upset and just walked away without looking back. I was confused, but when he showed up the next day, Sadie's mom lost it. She started calling him a stalker and called the police. He tried to tell her he wanted to keep them safe, but she knew something had to be wrong. The police came and put him in handcuffs, but he kept saying he was keeping them safe. I thought it was weird, but when I was watching the news that night, I couldn't believe it. Apparently, he had a heart attack later.
Breaking news, local hero passed away. Why is he a hero? Oh my god. Man, rest in peace, bro.
Later that day, but they were saying he was a hero. Apparently his daughter was waiting for the bus playing too close to the road and got hit by a car. So the old man would go to bus stops and hand out her favorite candy to keep other kids away from the road. All he wanted to do was make sure none of us had to go through the same pain he did. My daughter...
Oh my god, bro. Absolute cinema, bro. That's the best video I've ever watched. Other than the gingerbread man. What? She tried to ruin my dance. Emoji. 12 million views.
I was about to perform my ballet dance in front of the entire school when I saw a bucket of slime in the top corner of the curtain
Yeah, you know you're cooked. You know you're cooked.
railing. It was positioned right over the area where my dance ended, and I clenched my fists because I knew someone was trying to sabotage me. But when the curtain was up and I locked eyes with my college scout who'd decide whether or not I'd get my dance school scholarship, I knew I had to dance. I hit my first turn, and the momentum carried me right at the bucket, so I cut it short
Oh my god, bro. Look at the
and spun off the other way, landing a foot from the rim of the bucket in a plie, and my heart was pumping with adrenaline. I could see my bully Veronica in the front row, giggling
Yeah, Veronica did that. Veronica did that. But just letting y'all know, I'm making this video while the Spain versus France game is on. Like, I'm not watching the World Cup for y'all, bro. I'm making this video for y'all, bro.
With all the mean girls. She mouthed the words, "Careful, ballerina." She was trying to get me to flinch and fall under the slime bucket, so I tensed my body and kept dancing. I did a quadruple turn, gracefully landing with my hands raised above my head. Most of the auditorium clapped, and my college scout nodded while writing in his clipboard, but I noticed one of the mean girls was recording me, and when our eyes met, she mouthed, "You won't last long, ballerina. Everyone's about to watch you eat it." My knees started shaking because it was time for my grand finale, the final jump right under the slime bucket. I heard a whistle from behind the stage and saw Veronica was now standing where no one could see her, and her hand was on the rope of the bucket, getting ready to dump the entire thing on top of me. "You're not getting out of this, ballerina," she said, her phone still pointed right at me. I knew I only had a few seconds to react and make the right decision, so I threw myself into the grand jeté and came flying right at her face. She was so startled that she fell back, and the bucket went with her, and 3 liters of cold slime poured down over her own head. All of her fake friends turned their cameras towards her, still.
She deserved it, bro. Nobody told you to mess with the Chromosaya. I don't know whatever her eye's name is, because nobody's eyes are green and blue. Gingerbread woman, never mess with her, bro.
Live streaming and laughing. Veronica stood frozen, green sludge sliding off her chin onto her screen. "Delete it," she screamed, clawing at her eyes. My scout caught my eye through the chaos and nodded once. "I've seen enough," he called up to the stage. "Welcome to Juilliard."
Damn, bro. Damn, damn, damn. My grandma beats cancer 43 times. Yo, what is your grandma made of? Yo,
My grandma rang the bell, signaling she beat cancer, but I didn't even look up from scrolling TikTok. She
damn, you're a bad daughter, you green and blue eyes gingerbread woman.
had beaten cancer 43 times in her life, and 9 in the last 5 years. So
You're telling me your grandma beat cancer 9 times in the past 5 fucking years?
this was basically another Tuesday. She limped over with her
Damn,
cane
another
and
Tuesday.
smiled. "Now let's go grab wings. All this chemo has me hungry." We went to walk outside, but that's when 2 men in lab coats and backpacks stepped in front of Grandma. "Are you Eleanor Trinket Dawn, 43-time cancer survivor?" She nodded proudly, and they instantly pulled out government badges. "We need to visit your house right now." I felt very uneasy, but Grandma nodded and said, "Of course." We piled into the car, and my legs shook on the pedals the whole way because the 2 men kept taking notes and whispering about tumors. We pulled into the driveway, but when I went to open the front door, they slapped my hand away. "You cannot enter. You 2 must stay out here while we go inside." I got in their face. My grandma just survived cancer, and that's precisely.
Oh my god, bro. Shit, bro, my mic is so annoying, bro. Why is it on my lap? I just moved out. Because I just moved out. I don't have a mic stand.
"Why we can't let you enter," they interrupted me. They pulled hazmat suits from their giant backpacks and some square device I didn't recognize. They walked inside in their hazmat suits, then shut us out, while I stood outside, nervously tapping my foot. Through the window, I could see them opening drawers and heard their device beeping. They were searching the house. I was panicking, but Grandma just stood in the driveway scrolling her phone. "How does this Uber Eats thing work? I want wings." I ripped the phone from her and
It's work! It's literally that simple! Go to Uber Eats, go to any type of restaurant where you want to eat, then order, then put your address, then bam! You got your food coming to you. What do you mean you don't know how does the Uber Eats work? I know she's a grown ass grandma, but I don't care. I don't know. I think she's 83 years old and she doesn't know how to fucking use Uber.
screamed, "This isn't the time for wings," because strangers were invading her house. That's when the door opened. The 2 men walked out, one of them holding a small glass vial sealed inside a
Yo, that's what caused cancer, bro. That's what caused her cancer.
clear plastic case. They asked Grandma if she knew what it was, and her smile dropped. "Yeah, it's uranium. I took it from my brother's chemistry class in 1947. The man
1947. What the fuck?
face-palmed and lowered the vial. "This uranium has been leaking cancerous radiation for almost
Oh my god, bro. It's because of this uranium?
80 years. The fact you're alive is a scientific miracle."
Oh my god, bro. She's a miracle, bro. Without God, bro, she wouldn't have been alive, bro. She wouldn't have been alive.
Grandma's eyes shot open, and the man turned to me. "You need to get screened immediately, and so does everyone in this neighborhood." They walked to the next house, and Grandma watched them carry her uranium away. Then she turned to me. "So that's why I've been getting cancer so much. Who would have thought? Now about those wings."
So that was her story, bro. But yo, you deserve a subscribe. But see y'all in the next video, or maybe I'm gonna stream Taco Tuesday. Or I'm gonna make it as a video, cause like as a video is gonna be better. So y'all gonna get my reaction. Nothing is gonna be fake. It's like on stream, my ass will crash. But yeah, see y'all next fucking video.